Hi everyone, this is Chris Stewart here with training footage from September 8th, 2014. Today in training I did drop snatches, a snatch combination with an overhead squat, normal snatches, and then squats, and snatch deadlifts in there. So starting out with the drop snatches, the main thing I'm looking at here is my foot positioning as I do these repetitions. You can even see me looking down on this. And I get someone to stand right in front of me and video record these. I'm looking for that right foot to angle out and even my right knee to angle out as well. As you know, if you've been watching these videos, that's one of my primary concerns. I want to avoid knee irritation later down the line with those. My right shoulder's dipping a little bit on these too, and I don't know if that's kind of a hypothesis I have right now, is that that's related to my right side of my lower body, so ankle, knee mobility, and my hip. So here are the combination snatches like I was talking about earlier: a snatch deadlift, a snatch, and then an overhead squat. So I started stepping back a little bit on that snatch there, caught me a little off guard, a little farther back than I thought it would be. The next one, I decided to put straps on. As you can see me fumbling around with them here. I pull, the snatch deadlift is routine at this point. I don't even really think about that. The thing I am looking at here is keeping that right shoulder strong on these snatches and making sure I keep on pressing against the bar at the bottom. The weight really isn't even an issue for me now. This is 70%, I think, and these are more for light drills to get used to a regular snatch. I think I'm starting my regular snatches here. I hit that, it looks like 65 kilos there, and now I'm getting some, looks like 72 kilos from the side here. I think that looks green. I have a weird camera angle, but look at my right foot on this catch. You can visibly notice that it's farther in back of my left foot, which is what I was trying to notice on those drop snatches earlier, but I mean you couldn't really tell from that angle. Let's see, this one wasn't as bad, that's good, but on that first one there was a clear discrepancy. So now I'm getting a little bit more of a farther away angle. You can see that right shoulder dip a little bit on that one. And these are all just little things that are going to slow me down in the future that I want to address as soon as possible. So with the shoulder issue, that's a matter of really making sure I have that right arm locked out when I'm catching these lifts. And then also resolving whatever flexibility / strength issue I have in my lower body. So now you're going to see these snatch deadlifts, snatch pulls / deadlifts with 3 stops, 1 inch off the ground, the stop right at the knee, a stop in a power position. And you're going to see me talking to my coach here on these, and my concern is that I don't feel my hamstrings as engaged as I would on like a good morning. So I'm asking him if that's normal or if that's a bad thing. I feel like I should feel more engagement than what I'm feeling. And he said I should be feeling engagement, but not engagement that's identical to a good morning. So I don't know, maybe I'm just not used to that feeling, or maybe I'm not just aware of what it's properly supposed to feel like. So now into some squats. This is 110 by 5. I'm really trying to keep my posterior chain tight on these, my hamstrings and my glutes specifically, to keep from caving it, having my body cave in at the bottom of that squat. So if I'm loose, if my body's not tight, my back's not tight, my glutes aren't tight, at the bottom of that squat, everything's going to kind of go to shit, basically. I'm going to lose all tightness, and who knows where that bar is going to go when we get into heavier weights. I'm going to fail probably forward. So now you're seeing 116 by 3, I think it is. And I think I felt better about these squats today as I went on. I really felt like I was making some progress. I just need to make that mind-body connection between keeping my hamstrings and glutes engaged throughout the entire lift and just develop those motor patterns really to make these lifts successful. I mean, I don't know if this is much better than my old form, but it definitely felt better. I'm racking the bar just a slight bit lower too. I mean, it's just a slight bit lower, and I felt a little bit more comfortable with that. I don't know if that's really a good thing to be doing or not. Racking the bar lower. It's definitely not a low bar position anymore. You're going to be able to see it here. But I don't feel like it's on my cervical as much, and it's a little bit farther on my lats. Not my lats, excuse me, my traps, which allows for a little bit better of a rack. You can see these two sets here are crap. I mean, these two repetitions here are kind of crap. The first one was especially bad. You can really see that knee flaring out on that first repetition. But I think I come back on these two right here and do a better job of keeping everything tight, my entire posterior chain tight. I took it off the rack and I thought it felt a little weird here, and I'm like, okay, I just got an uneven shoulder positioning, and then my coach comes over and he's like, basically says you're an idiot and pushes those weights on for me, and I'm like, okay, I'll go about my day. But if you actually watch the squats here, I feel like these were definitely an improvement upon the set that you just saw. Looks a little slow coming out of that hole, but that's okay with me. I'm getting a little bit forward too, actually, it looks like, but oh well, it's a work in progress for sure. Thanks for watching, guys.